It's the Adelaide summer of 1952. A young Bosnian Muslim and his friends, newly arrived immigrants to Australia, push open the high gates of the Adelaide Mosque. As Shafiq Talanovic enters the mosque in the courtyard, he's confronted by an extraordinary sight. Sitting and lying on benches, there are 6 or 7 ancient turbaned men. The youngest was 87 years old. Most were in their 90s. The eldest was 117 years old. These were the last of Australia's Muslim cameleers, who had explored the inland routes before the era of the motor vehicle. The mosque was built in the 1880s, but now, as Shafiq found it, crumbling, decaying, but provided the last refuge for these Afghan cameleers. Gradually, Shafiq and his friends tended to the needs of these old cameleers and began restoring the mosque. They stood at the graves of the old men as each one passed away. The cameleers didn't have any possessions. Apart from the old mosque itself, they had no other tangible legacy. But Shafiq soon came to realize that there was another legacy, extraordinary in scope and significance, but wildly unappreciated. Shafiq would find that these very cameleers pioneered a network of camel paths, tracks, that later became roads across outback Australia. The homesteads, mines, missions, and townships linked by this network depended upon the cameleers during the course of 60 to 70 years. Shafiq would find that these cameleers were the backbone of Australia's economy. These men brought forward the progress and expansion of European settlement into the heart of Australia by 50 years. In other words, Australia could not have established itself as a country and at the same scale in the time that it did without these Afghan cameleers.